Hello there, my beautiful divine star seeds. We are live once more. Oh, yes, I didn't know that this video had been sent out to the notifications, but there you are. Let me know. Let me know. Yes, okay. Struggling with the technology here, but thank you so much for joining me once more. I had to go live today. I had to. I have been getting so many energetic downloads. I have been getting messages. I have been feeling so energized. I've been feeling so good. So I just wanted to share this beautiful update with you. Okay, so let me see. Do I have my glasses here so I can see what's going on? All right, let me see. 43 people watching. Why can't I see the chat? Live chat. All messages visible. Ah, there you are. Beautiful. Hello, hello. Oh, yes, there you are. Ha ha. Thank you for joining me once more. I just did a live stream 2 days ago. Oh, you're all saying, where was she? Sorry, you guys. I really didn't know that this message had been sent out, okay? Anyways, I'm here in my garden. We have beautiful sunshine. Let me see if I can switch my camera so you can see it while we are talking. There, you see? Isn't that beautiful? The fall leaves. It's just absolutely gorgeous here, West Coast, BC, Canada. So, hello from smoky California. Oh, love my glasses. Don't they look like a little bit like 70s school teacher glasses? Yes? Okay, well, let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. It's not going to be a long live, okay? I have been feeling better and better and better in the month of October. I really have. September was heavy for me. It was very, very heavy. How was it for you? And all other spiritual seekers on YouTube, which I have been following, they have been saying the same thing. We have overcome a certain negative energy point. We have overcome a threshold right now, going forward, October 2020, and it's been happening in the last few days. And things are going to get better, okay? Now I know that it's looking different in many parts of the world. The fear agenda is still there, but energetically there has been a huge shift. Have you felt it? Let me know. Love this time of year. Yes, September was very down feeling, you're right. There has been such an incredible shift, and I am getting more and more energized every single day. I'm actually hiking every day now in the woods. I haven't done that for years. I've started to hike every morning, going up into the mountains. Everything, the whole world seems to be opening up, and I myself have felt certain thought forms of fear that were still there in the background. I know we are always expanding. We're not part of this fear narrative, but certain things that have been in the background have dissolved and fallen off. I have felt that. Have you felt that too? Let's see. Yes, there is a huge difference, says Carla. We're all near Liverpool. Very heavy but breakthroughs. A lot of trouble sleeping lately. Okay. Yeah, so I can tell you that I truly feel that there has been a big, big shift. And we have to, again, talk about politics a little bit. Okay, can you handle that? Sorry, you guys, I've been talking about politics, especially about Trump, but the eyes are on the United States of America on that world stage, and we have to talk about it. Again, I'm not political. I hate politics, right? Every time I voted green, extreme left. So I am really not politically. Let's try to reconnect. Okay, we're back. Sorry. The signal is not good. So deciding not voting this year. Okay. Now listen. What happened there with one of the major players in the world getting this disease? Going to the hospital, coming out after 3 days, upright, seemingly overcoming this. This has truly, for me, this has truly set a statement. This has shown something It doesn't matter if you like Trump, if you don't like Trump. It doesn't matter what you think about it. If you take a step back and just look at what's been going on in the world, the numbers, the mainstream media, there is a political leader, all eyes are on him, and he is showing physically that we can beat this. We can beat this. Do not fear. Like all the videos I've been seeing is him saying, do not fear. Now, how many other political leaders have you seen after they've gotten sick, or even in the middle of it, taking off their mask and saying, do not fear, right? I think this is very, very important. And I know that right now out there is a lot of polarity. Again, there's a lot of critique. There's a lot of people who are really seeing this in a negative way. But since this energetic shift has happened, and since this has happened, and this truly is at a physical or at a higher level, it is a strategic chess move of a major person getting this virus, finding actual, showing that there are things that you can take, that there are measures that you can take to get better. Someone who's over 70 years old, right? Someone who's overcome this and who's standing up again and saying we can overcome this. This is very, very positive. I see this as positive. How do you guys see this? The media lies. Okay, let me see. Where's the chat? The chat always disappears. Can't hear you. Can you hear me? Positive 2. No spiritual people where I'm at. We need to look. LOL. Awakening the negative already lost. You have to search within. Fear is for wimps. So the thing is this. Everything that's been happening is a great fear agenda. We know this. And to see things as they are, you have to understand the whole background. We know, I've done many videos on this. We know that the system, the political system, the financial system of this world has been compromised by the dark forces, by negative soul groups, right? Even as crazy as it sounds. We know that this has happened. This has gone back thousands and thousands of years back throughout the history of our world. And you have to understand this whole background to be able to see, okay, what's happening right now. There's a huge fear agenda that is oppressing the world, and the virus is used as this fear agenda. And yes, I made a video about it. The virus is real. The virus is real, yes, from a 3D perspective. I made a video about it. The higher you are, the more you're able to transcend or be immune to this virus. And I calibrated Trump yesterday, not working for the cabal, but a consciousness level of 17. So he still is a very 3D physical person, right? So still very susceptible to this. Yes, I heard as well that he is not very stable. But if he gets through this, and if everyone who has contracted this virus in the White House gets through this, this is setting a huge statement. This is showing that this can be fought. This, even at a 3D level, even for people who know nothing about any of these agendas, it's just showing that this whole huge ball, this cloud of fear that is clouding people's minds, that you have to do everything, lock yourself in, wear a mask, you know, rather not come out for a year than contract this virus. This is showing that it's exaggerated, that this is showing that this is not necessary, okay? Does this make sense? Does this make sense? And I've been feeling so much better every day, and this just came to me a few days ago, that this chess move from a higher level of him and his wife and other people contracting the virus, coming out of it, showing that there are medications. You don't need to be vaccinated. That's another thing. You don't need to be vaccinated. Showing there are medications against a virus like this, that it's possible to move through this, that maybe it's not so terrible for every single person if they take the risk, that being free of fear, that showing up, that walking around, that walking under the free sky is more important than anything, What would you rather do? Like, I am very extreme. I would rather be free than safe, especially under other people's safety rules, right? A lot has been done due to safety, right? So for me, I would rather die than be unfree. You see what I mean? So this is the message that is being put out there, that not being afraid is really, really important. And having faith is really important. Okay? So I feel that everything that's played out in the last few days regarding the United States, regarding the president, regarding the virus, him coming out, even if he's a little bit unstable, but the message that he is bringing out is, do not be afraid. We can stand up to it. It's like facing it. Because we know, you and I, we know this was man-made. This is part of a master plan, right? If it were just, you know, a natural thing happening, it would be different, but we know it's part of a master plan. This virus was created. It was man-made, right? I also saw underground, the dark forces. I had visions of dark forces, of claws creating this virus. This virus then came up, was recreated in a lab, was let out, and is part of the master plan of depopulation, of oppressing humanity, right? That's part of a master plan. So the question is, okay, you know, the master plan won't work. It won't work. It's an evil master plan that won't work. And I have a video in the works describing all the parts of this master plan, right? So this evil master plan, you have to understand a little bit about that to understand what's happening now, to understand that it's not okay to just wear a mask, that it's not okay to shut everything down, right? Hello from Iran. Thank you. So it's so important as we're looking at politics, as we ourselves are polarized, that we ourselves are feeling so emotional, that we ourselves have to vote for someone or not vote for someone. It's so important to step back and look at the bigger, greater picture, right? It's so important to look at the history, look at the master plan, look at all the players from far away, look at it as a chess game. What's happening? What's this person playing? What's this person playing? When I was watching the debates, all I saw was one candidate saying, muzzle yourselves, mandates. When I hear the word mandate, I'm like, ugh, mandate? No, right? So when I hear the word mandate, that's already a reason for me to say no thank you, right? No one can mandate me anything. And it's also saying that the population is irresponsible, they're little children, they have to be subdued, they have to be told what to do. That's another part of it, right? So I see one candidate in the United States saying this, right? Saying, be locked up, take your freedoms away, and you'll be safe. And another candidate saying, okay, being free is a risk. There is a risk to standing up for yourself. There is a risk to it. And I personally am willing to take that risk. I am willing to take that risk if it thwarts that evil master plan. And this is what's happening, right? So let me see some comments here. Where are the comments? Yes, they are using a mask. Democratic states are getting ready for another lockdown. STARSEED from Ohio, thank you for your message. So I tell you, it is a very confusing game, this is. They're confusing, I would say, very confusing chess moves that are being made. But my message today to you is that there has been a shift. And there is an evil master plan which is being dissolved, it's being dismantled. And the main part of this is fear. Fear has kept people down throughout thousands of years. And the fear agendas are being dismantled by this move of the president, by what he is showing. Obviously, a lot of people see it differently. Like I said, there are different perspectives. Whatever perspective you have is okay. But the underlying message for those who even are still under that mass spell, for those who are wanting to awaken, for those who are truly opening their eyes to, maybe there's more. Maybe there's more than just everything is random and there's no plan, there's no evil forces, there's no good and there's no bad. You know, this is an underlying message and hope for people to take heart and say, okay, if he can do it, maybe I can do it too. He says, do not fear. Maybe I can try to see through the fear agenda. Okay, do you understand what I mean? Doesn't matter who you like or who you don't like. I am really trying to look at this from a larger perspective, a wider angle, a wider viewpoint. And in the end, we right now don't have that many choices. We have the politicians who are in place. It is what it is right now at this moment. You have to make the best choice that you can. It's always great to wish, oh, we wish we had this and we have. No, we have to, what do we have in the moment? We have to see that. What is there right now? What is in front of me right now? What is the now? I step back, I look at the greater perspective, but then I step back into the 3D now moment. And what choice do I make? What do I believe in? What do I see? Who is there to choose from? From all the things that are in front of me, what is the best choice to make now? Right? And making that choice. And at the same time, right, being in it. Like, I'm a very emotional person. When I get these downloads, if I turn on the video, the camera, I would rant and rave, and I would, I get very emotional about all of this. So I usually have to take a day or two to kind of try to calm down and be able to talk to you calmly about all of this. But we are all still in 3D and we are in the polarity, and I step into the polarity very consciously. So sometimes I actually like stepping into my 3D polarity and ranting and raving. Yes, this person's bad and this person's good. Right? I have my 3D moments all day long. And I try to make the best third dimensional choice that I can in the moment. And the matter of voting, it's a 3D choice. You vote or you don't vote. Who do you vote for? Take a look at the bigger picture. So that is what's so important. To be able to stand in the different densities, the different dimensions, zooming out into 5D, watching this all play out. But also connecting with and standing in your 3D reality, where you have to make choices and eat and live, where there's viruses, where everything is happening, right? So it's important that you understand that it's okay to be in 3D and to be in the polarity and to be thrown around, but catch yourselves, and step into the greater picture. And that's what I've been doing, and the messages I'm getting are really, really positive. They are positive. We've crossed that threshold. The fear agenda is dissolving. I feel it in my heart. I feel it around me. Of course, perhaps not for everybody, not for the people you see. There's still a lot happening. But I feel that it's dissolving. I see that dark cloud. The dark cloud that I see, the spell, the mass spell that is upon everybody. Right? Making everybody act like zombies. And the more fear you have, the more you pull these things onto you, and the more you're likely to really suffer under what's happening, including the virus. Right? This big cloud, it's dissolving, and there's more light coming through from above and from below. It truly is the case. So I feel in October, starting now, moving forward, the next few months, it's going to get better and better. It's going to get better and better. We have 161 people in the house. You're worried, female, lives alone, scared of what's coming. Considering how hard the Democrats are trying to cheat as many votes. Yeah, we can do this, says Joshua. And you know, that's one thing I've always liked about Trump. Okay, I consider myself Pleiadian. I know I have many starseed origins, but I'm Pleiadian, and I like to think as positively as possible. I have so much faith. I have so much belief in the higher timeline and the good. And that's one thing that I found, that I feel that Trump has been doing all along, right? Perhaps he has a very positive viewpoint, always says, we're doing good, it's okay, we're doing well, but we need this. We need to take a very positive viewpoint. And I feel by doing that, he is using the power of manifestation to make things better. Does that make sense? Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a politician. I know nothing about politics. But when I see a world leader saying, we're going to do this, do not be afraid, it's not as bad as you think, he is shifting the belief of the people, right? And what you believe comes true. You create your world with your beliefs. And nobody else does that. Nobody else does that. That's why I hate politics. I can't listen to politicians for more than 2 minutes. They drive me crazy, right? Right? But someone who is out there, who I see, who is saying, don't fear, who is at least trying to break through that fear agenda, I feel that has a huge effect. So I feel that we're going to see more and more and more positive things happening in this world, starting now. We truly are. The positive timeline is widening. It's shifting. The negative timelines, as they're collapsing, are still broiling up like this, but it's going to get less, and it's going to get less, and it's going to get less. And for you personally, just try not to get too much into this broiling mess of the dark hand that is flailing and trying to hold on, trying to stop us from ascending, trying to survive, because once we go into higher densities, negative beings cannot exist anymore. They cannot incarnate. They can't even see that place. As a side note, do you know that we as third dimensional beings cannot see fifth dimensional planets? Do you know how many planets are out there that with our telescopes we cannot see because they're third dimensional telescopes? And the planets are in 5D or 60 or 70 and we can't see them. That's why we can't see the light ships. Why do you think we can't see light ships? Because they're 5D and we have 3D eyes. That's why people with high consciousness, with a high vibration, they can see flashes of these orbs of the light ships and the planets. And that's the same with the lower 3D negative souls. They cannot ascend. They can't reach higher octaves. And once we ascend as a whole, as planet Gaia, whenever that is, once planet Gaia is in 5D, the planet will disappear and they'll be like, oh, they'll be floating in space saying, oh, the planet's gone. Where's Earth? Hello there, where are you? Why are you suddenly gone? Because it's popped, boom, out of 3D and into 5D. This is truly what's happened, okay? So, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, let me see. Oh, here we are. You saw a light ship. Oh, I've seen them too. You can feel the unseen, just not able to physically see it yet. That's why Trump has a connection to the extra. Is he a Pleiadian? I said that in my last video. You got to watch my last video. He's Pleiadian Alpha Centauri. Trump is, okay? Pleiadian Alpha Centauri. So, let me see. It's being said, Biden, Hillary, like many, have been executed. Only they're clones. Oh, I know. I've heard those things. I don't know. It doesn't resonate with me, but for those who it resonates with, maybe in their reality and timeline it's happened, right? So, timeline game, the reality game is complicated. That's why you can't say this is true, this is false, because right now there are so many timelines intertwining and going crazy as we're ascending. It's part of this broiling mass of the negative forces, of the positive trying to pull us up. It's a complicated matter right now. There's many timelines intertwining, and I see it in my mind as perhaps like timelines going like this, apart, coming together, going apart, coming together. And each timeline is a different reality where things happen that are different. For example, 4 years ago, there was a US election. One timeline may be happening where Hillary became president. And the other timeline we are experiencing now is where Trump became president. What's going on in the other timeline? And the thing is, we're all connected. The timelines influence each other, right? If something really terrible happens on one timeline, we're affected. We feel the energy. There's a glitch in the matrix. Weird things happen. Sometimes certain information from one timeline bleeds to the next. And how many timelines are there? There are many. So it's a little bit confusing. The thing is to not drive yourself crazy. I feel the best thing is to ask and strive for your highest timeline. I want to live, concentrate on, be in, experience my highest possible timeline. I don't care about those dark timelines, the Hillary timeline, whatever other timeline there may be. Doesn't matter. I am in this timeline, and I am consciously creating, visualizing, pulling in, and supporting the best paradise timeline. That's why I always talk about the paradise matrix, the paradise timeline. And the more people have the same vision and have the same purpose, want the same thing, the thicker and the bigger and the more populated that timeline becomes. That's how it works. Does that make sense? Right? We are winning. Stay focused. Haha, okay. Are there timelines where Earth does not ascend? Yes. There are. I've seen it since last year. Last year is when I started seeing timelines. And what I saw in a simplified manner, one timeline like this and the other timeline going boom. I saw it. I saw it in my visions. I saw a very negative timeline. And it could be that this timeline has already split off from where we are now. And this timeline I saw going down, 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 down. But I saw that timeline dissolving. I saw the timeline dissolving. So if there is a timeline where Earth will descend into chaos, 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 more and more and more, everybody on that timeline will have the chance to whoop, to kind of whoop, to jump up and to switch into the higher timeline. And in the end, that dark timeline, there'll only be negative souls there that will destroy themselves, and then the whole planet will blow up, and that'll be the end of it. Something like that I've seen, okay? Something like that I've seen. Have you guys seen something similar? Does it make sense? The Cabal ended in 2008 project Looking Glass. Oh, yes. Natasha, you are brave. Keep it up. Oh, fear? What's fear? What is fear? I've always been fearless. And you can be too. You can be too. But now I feel that there's been a releasement, an opening. I feel, okay, this is what I'm seeing. And you know, my guides are always dropping in messages. They're communicating with me. They're communicating with you too. You might think it's your own thought, but it's your guides. But what I'm seeing now is like a tight net of fear, like a tightly spun, like a spider web over someone's face, like this, like a tight net of fear that's been spun over the collective. And everyone's like this, okay, with maybe a few rays of light coming through, but now I'm feeling that there have been like many cuts and breaks in that spider web. And now I'm seeing maybe Washington, right? What happened there with Trump? A huge big cut, like, and the spider web is like this. The tension is releasing. It's still stuck on certain people, like gluing their eyes shut like this, right? But that spider web is lifting. It's lifting. And everybody has the ability to pick off those sticky strands and then and breathe. So I feel that this tight spider web of fear has been releasing, and now there's been a big burst. That's what I feel, what's been happening, okay? Yeah? Does that make sense? Hello from Switzerland. The more of us rise, we bring others up automatically like a magnet. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Francisco. Yes. By the way, Mo, pick a card readings won't harm anyone, says Francisco, just saying. I know, I know. The violet flame. You look through a spider web. Through your window, one strand shines bright, the colors of the rainbow. You know how many spiders I have here? And in the beginning, I ripped them down, but I respect these spiders so much. We have like 5, 6 huge spider webs, and I've been watching them weaving their web. I'm like, wow. I respect you, dear spider. I'm not going to tear you down. Okay? You deserve to be here and to live because you're so awesome. I just have to duck under them. So that's basically what I wanted to tell you. That's basically it. Moonflower, California. Let's see. Lightworker in AL. Whoop, mucho luva to all in there, Jason. Yeah. Come to the, Vancouver rally on the 17th. Departures 1. Vancouver rally. I didn't know about that. I'll come. I will come and I'll be there. And I'll do a live stream. Vancouver rally. Tell me a little bit more about it, okay? Can you put something in the comments, please, and I will go there. I've been wanting to go to a rally. Love writing spiders, scary looking though. Yeah, okay, let's see. Okay, so I wanted to keep this short, right? I always talk and talk and talk, but I hope that has made sense, and I hope you feel this too. I hope you feel that everything is lighter. I hope that you've been able to tap into that bright light, that energy of hope, of faith, of knowingness that we are truly going upwards. And it's funny, as I've been feeling it, all the different light workers, Lori Ladd, you know, I talk about her, she said that we've overcome a certain point, that things are getting better, they could have been worse. I feel exactly the same. Phil Good the other day made a video about 2021, grinning from ear to ear. And I had been feeling the same. So search within in your heart if you can feel this, right? Tap into the hope, tap into the higher timeline, tap into your own truth. Be positive. Don't let the fear agenda get you. Please, please, please don't. It doesn't matter what happens. I've been getting some messages. One person wrote me an email. Are you here? What happens if the cabal take over the White House? What's going to happen? And I'm like, hey, we're not there yet, okay? Just wait. There is a divine plan. And I feel, no matter who wins the election, no matter what happens, the higher timeline is established. And strange and wondrous things can happen in this world. They can, okay? So don't be afraid. You can't beat that. Deborah, hello. We're on team good. Yes, exactly. You're welcome, Shell. No way. Deborah, 5.6. Okay. Soul vibration. What is soul vibration? 5.6. I don't have my pendulum here. I am going to continue to make predictions to see where we're at in the presidential race. I don't have my cards here. I like doing it with cards. I made a couple of predictions before, and every time Joe Biden had the Ace of Swords upright, Trump had the Hanged Man. So it was like, okay. So I want to continue to do it. I forgot to bring my cards over here to see where we're at the moment, because this is shifting the whole time. I think some of you corrected what I said in my last video. Phil Good first said he thinks he saw Trump will lose. Now he says Trump will win. So it's like this, right? It's pretty crazy. I think we're not going to know until election day. So balance, says Steph. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying these little lives. I can do more of them. I feel so energetic, like I said. What's the collective vibration in the chat? Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can get the number without my pendulum, because the pendulum always tunes in. The vibration over 200, just over 200 before. Really? You have a lot of power here and now. You don't want to be a broken record. You're right. You're right, Joshua. Absolutely. Okay. Can you check the Kingdom of the Netherlands? Yes, I'm working on all of that. Okay, so let me see if I can tune in. give me the vibration rate. Hawkins scale of consciousness for everyone on the chat and everyone live watching now. Let me see if I get a number. Give me a number. Give me a number. Where is it? It's over 400. 459. 459. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Almost at 500, which is love. Okay? Right? You speak the truth that we cannot explain in words, only from love. Thank you. Enjoy how you share. Thank you. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you and your support. Can we celebrate Cosmic Natasha for their 4-month vegetarian lifestyle? Oh, Snow White, you're here too. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, all right. Okay, so I don't want to make this too long. Thank you so much for being here. I'll pop on live more often, but you have to tell me you want me to do that. I don't want to annoy you by having all the notifications pop up every day. So let me know in the comments, please, okay? Let me know, not in the chat, in the real comments under the video, if you like me to do these lives more often where we can talk about all kinds of things. Don't worry, I just recorded 2 Starseed Origins videos. You want to know which ones? I did one about Sirius and about Spica, the constellation of Virgo. Those 2 I've recorded. I'm editing them. They will come out later. So let me know. All right. All right, my lovely seekers. Gratitude, says Captain Anthony. Gratitude to you. Because, like I said 2 videos ago, it's you. It's up to you. We are so focused on and we are so crazy about, you know, elections and people out there, but in the end it always comes down to you. It comes down to you, beautiful starseed, because we are the masses. Every single one of you is a mass. I'm a mass. One point in the mass of the masses. And it's so important that you keep shining your light. You keep raising your vibration all the time. You keep upholding the highest timeline, and you look for positivity in the news. You look for, I'm analyzing, looking. This is something that I can take that's really positive. This is something I can take and I can uphold it and I can broadcast it. Okay? All right. You are the remnant, the elite. Yes, we are. We are the elite. Awakened ones presents thousands or millions. Okay, one last thing. I was listening to the radio the other day, and they were ranting and raving about Quebec. They said, 20% of the Quebecois actually believe in the conspiracy theory. How terrible. 20% of all the people in Quebec would not take a vaccine. Isn't that terrible? They actually believe that there are dark forces who are trying to oppress us. They actually believe that the government is influenced by negative beings, that there's more to this. And they were making it ridiculous. And I was like, yes, 20%, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. 20% of people who are awake enough to make those decisions, right? So I was like, yes, that's more than I thought. 20%, okay? Yeah. So I thought that was pretty good. Unite. Okay. All right. So thank you so much. I'm going to end this live stream now. Thank you for being here, supporting me. I will do more of these. I love you all. Keep shining your light. Okay. Cosmic Empress. Ciao. Adios.